This is Santos, and this is my project 2. So these are the 4 equations that we had to input in either a program or an Excel. And since I do not have any programming experience, I decided to try out Excel and research ways to do that, to solve these 4 integrals, double integrals. And while I was researching, I found a function in Excel, an add-on called quad f, and this is its layout. So in Excel, you just equals quad f and you input the equation, comma if it's in terms of x or y, comma the lower bound, comma the upper bound, then in parentheses, and then you press enter and it solves the integral. So for the first one, the integral was integral of 0 to 1 in terms of x, integral of 0 to 2 of e to the x squared plus y squared dy dx. So what I first did in Excel is I inputted x squared into a1, y squared into a2, and these 3 was how I got the answer for the first integral. So what I did first in this one is I wrote the equation, which was e to the x squared plus y squared, so exponent a1 plus a2. And here I did quad f, which solved the integral, the first integral, a3, which was the equation we inputted, in terms of y, from 0 to 2. You got that. And then this was the second integral in terms of x of what we just got in a4, because it's a double integral. So that was from 0 to 1, and so we got 24.06, and that's exactly what we should have done. And for the second one, it's basically the same thing, so I just reused a1, a2, and even a3 because it was the same equation as the first one, except the bounds were 0 to x in terms of y, so I did that. And then for the second integral, the bounds were still 0 to 1. Sorry if it's not focusing. And I got 1.069, and it was a little bit off. I'm not too sure why, but it's close enough, I believe. And then we get to these ones, and we were supposed to do a Riemann sum with the function SUMIF, but I could not understand that function, and you're not available to ask questions, so sorry about that if that proves a problem. But I just did quad f because it works. So this was the equation, sine of x squared minus y squared. So I still reused x squared y squared with a1, a2, because it's sine of x squared minus y squared. So I inputted the equation here into a7, did the first integral in a8 with quad f in terms of y from 0 to 2. That was the first integral, and then this was the second integral in a9, quad f a8, which was the in terms of y, the integral in terms of y, from 0 to 1 in terms of x. And we got negative 0.58, negative 0.58, you can see. And then last but not least, this one, which was the same thing as this one, just the bounds were different. So came over here in terms of y, so from 2 minus x to 2 were the bounds in terms of y. And then the second integral is quad f of 0 to 1 in terms of x, and we got negative 0.216, and negative 0.216 is what we should have done. So thank you so much for your time, and that was my project.